Musterxmedia presents a tribute to men that hate their jobs. Episode 3. Merry fucking Christmas. It was a shit day at work today. It was Christmas fucking Eve. And it wasn't insanely busy, but it was constantly going. You had a long line of people. A line so long it went around the building and down the road and round the corner past the Weatherspoons, which was still shut because the government wouldn't allow them to open up, because apparently the virus just attacks you when you're in a pub but not in a fast food chain. It makes no sense at all. It was constantly going and it was constantly busy, and it was really doing my nut in, because you had every single scumbag from the town that needed their fix of greasy shit food, and yet they won't allow dance schools to open up, places of exercise and well-being. Gyms all closed, but yet you can go stand in a fucking line and pick up some shit food that will kill you faster than Corona. I digress. The shift was a long shift as it is. It was nothing out of the ordinary. It was just a long, boring shift. People coming in, all acting the big man in front of their fucking kids, treating you like shit because you work for this fucking clown, even though you know that you're far superior than they are, because in normal times you earn 10 times what they would earn, but you're doing this anyway so you don't eat into your fucking savings. Yet again, I digress. At one point during the evening, there was an hour left to go, because Ronald, he likes to close early on Christmas Eve, which is a blessing. You've been there for 8 fucking hours, and the last thing you want to do is work till absolute late. It's bullshit. Fuck that, no one would want to do it. I digress. So you had this pissed up kid. He must have been 16 or 17. He had a cleft lip scar. He just looked like a right ugly cunt. Even if he didn't have his cleft lip scar, he just looked like an orangutan had jizz on some fucking tits. That's how he looked. A right rotten little bastard. It also looked like he didn't even wash as well. It's dirty, you can see the dirt on his face, black under his fucking fingernails. Pure scumbag. And he was off his face on probably cheap booze that someone acquired for him, or he stole from his mum and dad. One or the other. Doesn't really matter. He was off his face. And he decided it would be a great idea to give this tough looking motherfucker a real fucking nasty look. You can see where this is going, because tough motherfuckers, they don't like people looking at them, because they just like to get into fights when someone gives them a dirty look. We've all seen these kind of people before, and these are the people that you avoid like the plague, because you just don't want to be involved in pure and utter violence, especially on Christmas Eve. You're trying to get home and you can't be asked to give the police a fucking statement. But anyways, this stupid little brat decided he would give this tough guy pure evil looks, and this tough guy sure as shit didn't like it. So he got right in that little scrawny little cunt's face, the cleft lip face, and he got right up there. He got right up to this kid's face, fist around his throat, started throttling him, and this is the last thing I fucking needed. I I didn't want to stay past my time as it was, and the last thing I need was to do the police paperwork. Fuck that and fuck them. I was going home, so I thought it was time to split up this fight before it even became a proper fight. So I come in between the man and this stupid little cleft-lipped motherfucking twat and split him up. And this little cleft-lipped motherfucker just kept running his mouth and he wasn't helping himself out. He knew he was going to have the shit kicked out of him, but he chose to carry on provoking the guy nonetheless, because he obviously needed a reputation, or he was just that fucked off his face he thought he was actually stronger than he was. Anyone could have had this piece of shit, but no, he actually thought he was a tough guy. I kept both of them at a double arm's length, so me directly in the middle and both of them one length apart, with me there stopping the inevitable. It was terrible. I didn't even bother paying any attention to that cleft-lipped motherfucker. I knew I could reason with the tough guy because he was obviously a well respected and feared tough guy, and he knew that people, and I knew that he would listen to someone that is trying to calm the situation down, because I knew that this tough guy did not want the trouble, but he had to live up to his reputation. It's all about reputation with these twats, and that's what's so sucky about humanity and people needing to be recognised for their bullshit. I digress. So I appealed to the tough guy. Look, it's Christmas Eve, man. Everyone in this entire restaurant knows that you could beat the living shit out of him without any fucking effort. I didn't mind my P's and Q's because it warranted how I should speak. You can't be nice and polite about this because it was a shit situation and I just couldn't be fucked to be nice. Yet again, I digress. I carried on appealing to him. Look, last thing you need to do is beat the living fuck out of this guy, and he goes crying to the police, and you'll be in a cell on Christmas Eve. What's the point? You must have children at home. And he nodded. I'm like, look, be with your kids on Christmas, man. There is no point in you beating the shit out of this fucking cunt. And I emphasise cunt so the little cleft-lipped motherfucker could hear me properly. My back was to him, and I knew that if he did try and put a punch towards me, not only would I eat him for breakfast, but that tough motherfucker would as well. Would probably be fighting over the scraps. I digress. So the tough guy, he started to calm down, and then the cleft-lipped motherfucker started getting mouthy again, and this time I physically had to shove my hand in that little cunt's face and back him the fuck off away from the tough guy. Fortunately, my cowardly manager managed to get all their food in the same go. They just expressed it through, and she handed over to the tough guy his order. I'm like, look mate, please go that way, go in peace man, don't get arrested. And he patted me on the shoulder and he made his way out, and I had the pleasure of getting that cleft-lipped motherfucker by the scruff of the neck with his fucking food, and I sent him out the other way. Just what you needed on a Christmas Eve after a long shitty day in a job that you really fucking hate.